Welcome back. This is Kaya Redford. So we're here talking about goals. And how many of us would like to make sure that we don't make the mistake that other people make when they set goals and they don't achieve them? How many of us would like to learn the secret behind how these successful people, the world's most successful people, set goals and always achieve them? Yes? Okay. So this is very important, and I'm going to ask for you to really pay attention here and really get engaged with this discussion we're about to have, because we're talking about goals. And there's a gap. Remember we talked about there's a gap? There's a gap where some people set goals and don't achieve them, and other people set goals and achieve them. That missing gap. I mean, why would not everybody who has a goal in life not achieve them? What's the difference between what the successful people do that set goals and achieve them versus the unsuccessful people that set goals and don't achieve them? Would you like to learn that? Okay. So first thing I would like to do is think of your big goal. Think of your big goal, something that you've never achieved before, something that is worthwhile for you to go after, seek it and achieve it as a result of learning these amazing tools. I mean, when you learn all these amazing tools, what is this big goal that you feel that you would have the capability of achieving? And I'd like for you to think of that big goal right now. Something you've never done before. Or you've maybe done something similar but not anywhere near as the level as what we're talking about right now. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask you a question about that. Being honest with yourself, okay? What is your certainty? What is your confidence? Imagine if you had not learned anything else, other than up to this point, and based on who you are, where you are in your life, your current skill set, your current state of mind, and you think about this big goal that you have, what is your level of confidence in achieving that goal? And can I share, if you say, oh, I'm 100% confident, then I might suggest maybe the goal is not what? Big enough. If you're that confident, 100% confident, then what I'd like to do is I always ask people, maybe the goal isn't big enough. Maybe we could go and stretch for more. Make sense? I'm asking us to look at something to achieve that we've never achieved before. Okay. Mostly in my seminars, when I ask people to set that big goal, what comes up? A little bit of fear, like, I don't know, I've never done it before, I don't know part of me thinks I can do it, another part of me not sure, or fear, or they're scared or something, okay? So there's a little bit of doubt that comes up. And what I'd like to do is, if you're not sure exactly where you stand on your level of certainty, or your level of confidence, or your level of doubt or fear regarding your goal, is it okay that I give you a metaphor, a way for you to go, okay, based on what kind of saying there, I'm going to check inside me, and I'm going to kind of know where my certainty is with my goal. Would that help? Can I tell you a little secret? Because certainty is one of the key ingredients to success at any goal in life. We must find out where our certainty is. Okay? So I'm going to give you an example, a metaphor. And what it is a seminar room. Have you ever been to a seminar, or have you ever been to a talk, or have you ever been to, a school classroom? Whether it's your child's school, whether it's you when you went to school, whether it's high school, college, whether it's a church, when you've got, bench seats at the church, a place where there would be a congregation of chairs. So I'm going to ask this question to you, and play along with me here. It's gonna take me a little while to really build it so that you can really grasp what I'm getting at, and so that you may have this really huge breakthrough. Most people have a huge breakthrough with this, okay? So patience here, and I'm going to build it, okay? Just follow along. If you're coming to a seminar, or if you're coming to a talk, and maybe you know that there's going to be maybe 50 or 100 people attending, and it's on a Monday, and it's at 10 a.m., and you verified you're at the right place, you've met the receptionist, and you're at the right address, and she says, yep, the seminar is right there. In fact, the doors are shut at that moment. You don't see what's inside yet, but the doors are shut. And she points to the door and the room, and you know for a fact it's been verified by people there that in just 5 minutes or so, the seminar is going to open, and you see about maybe 100 people or 50 people outside waiting to go in. Follow along? Okay, so at the moment just before the doors are opened, and you see this beautiful room, at the moment just before the doors are open, how certain are you that you will see chairs in the room? You know it's a seminar, you know there's a bunch of people, it's maybe an all-day thing, several hours. I mean, they're not going to expect people to stand up for hours and hours and hours, right? That wouldn't make much sense. How certain are you that there will be chairs in the room? Would you say pretty certain? I mean, that would be very rude for them not to have chairs for all these people for hours and hours for a seminar, correct? So most people would say, I'm 100% certain. I mean, let's say these people bought tickets. You would at least expect the lecturer, or, the facility to provide seating for all these people. So they would say 100% certain. Okay, here's the key. I want you right now to go inside yourself, your feeling, which in N.L.P we call kinesthetic, which represents the feeling, kinesthetic. I would like for you to feel what it feels like inside when you said 100% certain. Oh yeah, 100% certain. Do you feel what that feels like inside your chest? Good. Okay, I'm now building this, and I'm going to get to how this applies to the goal and how this learning will help you to achieve all your goals and your dreams and your desires in life. So just be patient, getting there. Now, my next question is this. Imagine this is a 3-day event, and on the first day, you were there, and you walked in at 10 a.m. and you saw the chairs, and that was a Monday. And let's say the second day of the event is on a Tuesday, and you arrive at 10 a.m. again, and you already there on Monday, and you saw the chairs. How certain are you just before 10 a.m., it's again another full day event, that there would be chairs in the room? Most people would say, duh, 100%. You know what that feels like, correct? And if I asked you about the third day, which is Wednesday, most people would say 100%, correct? Okay, so we know what 100% certainty feels like, just through this simple metaphor of the chairs in the room. Now what I'm going to ask you is, what about Thursday? The event is over, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the event is now completely over. And as you know, with most hotels, they need to clean up, they need to remove the chairs, they need to vacuum the floors, they need to, set up for another event. Maybe they don't have an event for, a week. Maybe they're doing maintenance and they need to get all the chairs and actually stack them up and push them to the sides, or maybe take the chairs out of the room so they can adequately clean the room or clean it up or do any maintenance, correct? So you won't really know whether there'll be chairs in the room on Thursday, right? Most people, right? And you don't know if there's an event there. So my question to you is, if you were to come on the off day, Thursday, to that same location, the event is no longer happening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the event is now over, and you were to come on Thursday, just prior to 10 a.m., how certain are you that there will be chairs in the room laid out as they are here, all set up, all in alignment, facing forward for a lecture? It's a little bit different. I mean, you could show up and there could be no chairs in the room. They could be cleaning the room up. How certain are you? If you had to say between 0% certainty and 100% certainty, if you were to place a bet that there were chairs in the room, how certain are you that you would actually win that bet? I know this is a simple metaphor, and I'm definitely building to this point, that for many people gives them a huge breakthrough. So what would you say? In my seminars, when I ask someone that question, they say 50%. I don't know. I'm certain there will be chairs in the room, as I am as certain as there maybe will be chairs in the room. Make sense? Okay. My question to you is, how does that feel? What does it feel like in your body when you say 50% there'll be chairs and 50% they won't? What does that feel like in your body? Again, we're talking about the kinesthetic, the feeling part of your body. Do you get it? Awesome. My next question is, imagine it's now a week later, on a Thursday, a random Thursday a week later, and you were to show up at 10 a.m. How certain are you there will be chairs in the room? Would it be 50%? Would it be even lower maybe? Some people say 50%. It's pretty much the same thing. What about a year from now? So in other words, that date, let's say it was, a date in January, perhaps, okay? January 25th. And what my question to you is, what would happen if on, say, January 25th of the next year, so a whole 12 months later, you were to show up on that day? And by the way, it may not be Thursday. For all you know, that could be a Sunday. And it could be Sunday and the facility could be closed. But let's say you found your way in and you're in that just outside the doors and you open the doors. How certain are you would see chairs in the room? Is the certainty going down? 30%, 20%? Last question. And by the way, I want to acknowledge you for following along with this, because some people are like, get to the point, guy. It's very important that I do this, though, in this way, because I'm teaching you to really know what your gut feeling is inside and really get in touch with it. So the last question is, what about 5 years from now? On that exact date, the hotel, the room may not even be there. They might have done a reconstruction. How certain are you that that room will exist and the chairs will be there? Going down even more. I'll throw in one more question. What about 25 years? Because some people have goals that are for 25 years. My goal in the end of my life is I want to, I want to be living here and I want to be doing this. And they have goals and dreams for their future, their retirement, their whatever, yeah? How certain are you that in 25 years from that date, on that exact same day of the year, that that hotel or that place would even exist? The room would even exist, and that there would actually be chairs in the room. In my seminars, I ask that question. Many people go 0 or 1% chance or 2%. So what have we learned? I've actually helped you to create a strategy. A strategy where you're able to, through this example, know what it feels like when you're 100% certain, okay? What it feels like when you're 50% certain, what it feels like when you're 20% certain, and what it feels like when you're 2% or 0% certain. And I ask people, what does that feel like? And some people say, I don't like the feeling of 0% certainty, or I don't like the feeling of 2% certainty, but they love the feeling of 100% certainty, yes? So I want to thank you for your patience, because here's now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to transfer it over to now talking about what? Your goal. My question is, as you think of your big goal, that goal that we've been talking about, yeah, that one, what is your level of certainty about your goal? Go into your feeling, the kinesthetic, just like we did with the chairs. No need to lie to ourselves, no need to try to convince ourselves, if I say I'm 100% certain, I'll think I'm 100% certain. No. That stuff doesn't quite work that way. Okay? Our gut feelings, there's a part of us deep down inside that knows the truth about how we feel about everything. And that deep down feeling, in many cases, doesn't lie to us. It tells us where we really are, where we really stand on something. Make sense? So take that goal and check in what is your level of certainty. If you're 100% certain, again, I'd say maybe we're looking at a goal that you've achieved already, and it's easy for you. And why are we going through this learning and this growth to just repeat what we've already done in our life? I'd like for you to set goals that are higher, farther, better, more meaningful than maybe any of the goals that you've ever achieved in your life prior to now. So what is your level of certainty? Some people, it's half of me believes I can do it. I'm being honest, Kaya. The other half of me, there's a doubt, and it's okay. Because what I'm going to do through the course of this program is I'm going to help you remove any self-doubt. And before I do that, we need to be open and honest with ourselves about where we stand. Because if we're in denial about the doubt, then what's going to change if I don't help you change it? So in other words, I need to know if there's doubt there so that I can get rid of it. And if I don't know that there's doubt there, then how can I help get rid of it? And we know that with doubt there, guess what? Doubt is the key block, key challenge, key obstacle, key problem that stops many people. They have self-doubt. They have doubt about they'll ever get there. Part of me believes that I can succeed, and another part of me believes, who am I fooling? Like, part of me believes I'm successful, but I'm not that successful. Like, there's a hesitation. So I'd like for us to learn about that. So just journal. I want you to write one paragraph with that big goal. On a scale of 0 to 100%, what is my level of certainty? And what is my level of doubt? Okay, what is my level of certainty? What is my level of doubt? And you may find yourself 50-50. 70% confidence I'll achieve the goal, 30% doubt. In my seminars, I get people, and I applaud them because they're honest. They get up in front of everybody and they say, I have 90% doubt. I have just 10% certainty or 10% confidence that I'll ever achieve that goal. And you know what? I applaud them because they're open and honest, because now I can help them get rid of that doubt and achieve their goal. Make sense? All right? Again, I want you to pat yourself on the back. You're taking a real look at yourself. And you have to be real with yourself. This is about us being real with ourselves. If you knew for a fact that you would achieve your goal, would it be worth it for you to do that now? Yes? Okay. From this, I'm going to now build it on the next video. See you on the next video.